This is one of those questions you could ask yourself on a lonely afternoon, but it's also ideal to ask your best friends. There are always some answers that surprise us about our friends, especially when we have known them for a long time. And that is because people change without us realizing it. They make decisions silently and discreetly, and they move forward while we are still talking about their past. When we talk about rebirth, we don't mean being born again. We mean transformation. It's about the person you were once and the person you are becoming. It's not a judgment of your past self. It's just curiosity about what was that phase and what did you learn from it. This question will allow you to see how much you have changed and grown, and it will help you understand that you should be kinder to yourself and not judge your past. Let's go. What have you left behind and now blooms in secret? The first answer can be any aspect of yourself you may have given up on, something you no longer do or believe in. It might even be a part of your personality that has faded away. For example, maybe you were a cheerful person who liked to laugh all the time, but after going through a difficult period in your life, that part of you died, and now you barely recognize yourself anymore. Or maybe you used to have dreams and goals that seemed impossible to achieve, so you abandoned them to live more serenely, believing that you had to resign yourself to your fate. Maybe it's the opposite. You had high expectations of yourself that were too high to be realistic, so now you are disappointed in yourself for not achieving what you thought you could. These are just two examples, but there are infinite possibilities. The second part of the sentence, "and now blooms in secret," means that what you gave up or transformed is discreetly bearing fruit. In other words, what you stopped doing or believing in continues to exist and grow in your life, but you are not aware of it. Maybe you think that by abandoning something, it disappears completely, but it doesn't. It's like putting out a fire. You think everything is over, but embers remain hot, and the fire can be rekindled at any time. Let me explain this better with another example. Let's say you decide to quit smoking. If you do it successfully, many aspects of your life will improve. You will feel healthier, have more energy, and save money. However, quitting smoking does not erase the fact that you were a smoker. It's as if a part of you remains attached to that activity. Now imagine that years pass and you never smoke again. Even though it seems like you have nothing to do with smoking anymore, the truth is that every time you pass by a street vendor selling cigarettes or smell someone else's smoke, a part of you remembers what it was like to smoke and feels nostalgic for those times. That part of you that was attached to smoking continues to exist. Although dormant, it's as if it were blooming in secret. You have left smoking behind, but a part of you still remains attached to it. As you can see, this reflection can help us become more aware of ourselves and understand that what we leave behind does not disappear. It's important to remember that the present moment is not absolute. It's shaped by our past experiences, and they continue to influence us even if we do not realize it. So let's continue. Here are some more examples to help you reflect on what you have left behind. The dreams you had as a child. When you were little, you probably dreamed of becoming an astronaut, a superhero, or a famous singer. But as you grew older, you had to choose a more realistic profession. Did you abandon those dreams, or do they still live on in you, waiting for the right time to come true? Your childhood passions. Do you remember the games you loved playing as a kid, the sports you excelled at, or the hobbies you enjoyed? Did you have to give them up because they were not profitable enough? Do they still bring you joy when you remember them? Or have you forgotten about them completely? The goals you set for yourself. We all have goals and aspirations that we would like to achieve. Some people want to travel the world, while others dream of starting a family or having a successful career. But sometimes life gets in the way, and we must make difficult decisions about what is most important to us. Did you have to abandon any of your goals for this reason? Are they still alive in your heart, or have you buried them forever? Your old personality. As we grow up, we change in many ways. Our interests, tastes, and even values change. Did you used to be someone very different than you are now? What parts of your old personality still remain with you today? What parts of it have bloomed discreetly inside you? Your beliefs and principles. What did you believe in when you were young? Do you still hold on to those beliefs today? Have you learned new values as you have grown older? Remember that our beliefs and principles are fundamental to our identity. They shape how we see the world and interact with others. Therefore, it is essential to reflect on how and why our beliefs have evolved over time. Your relationships. Who were the people you spent the most time with when you were younger? Do you still keep in touch with them? Have you made new friendships since then? Our relationships play a crucial role in our lives. They provide us with support, love, and belonging. At the same time, they can also be complicated and painful. It is essential to reflect on the evolution of our relationships and understand how they have shaped us into the people we are today. Now write in the comments, what have you left behind and now blooms in secret? Maybe you can recognize yourself in some of the things we have mentioned. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts with us. Remember that the most valuable lessons in life are often learned through reflection and introspection. Also, if you like this reflection, please give it a thumbs up. This will help us reach more people and spread positivity around the world. Thank you for watching and see you next time.